So it's finally starting to feel a little like spring here in New England, which means that we are now in the summer collections. Today I have two new products that are going to be perfect for the summer. I have the Pat McGrath bronzers, and I'll show you the shades that I picked up compared to some of my favorite bronzers, and the Jones Road lip tints. I will try all 4 new shades on my lips, and I'll compare it to the one that I already have, which is was my favorite before. I'm not sure it's still my favorite with the new shades, Rose Nude. So we'll do the bronzers first, and then we'll go Jones Road. As always, I'll have timestamps. You can see all the information. I have the bronzer shades already swatched to my arm, and I'm going to have a picture go up. From the top of my arm to my hand, we have the first 2 shades are the Pat McGrath shades. The first one is Nude Honey. The second one is Naked Desire. Those are the first 2 shades. So the first one is the cooler one, number 2. The second one is number 1. So you can tell it's a little bit warmer. Then the third one is the Jones Road, make sure I have the right shade, Light Tan. The fourth one is Jones Road Dusty Rose. The fifth one is Tom Ford Terra. Then it's Dior Tan Bronze, Gucci 01, which is the deepest one here, Chanel Light, and then Hermes 01, which is Totorati, and then Atlas is the last one. I also still have the swatches on my arm. I'm about to wipe them off. I'm just going to show you on my arm. It's going to look a little weird. I'm going to have to turn around because the way I swatched it was that so that it would come across best on the pictures. But here's the Pat McGrath 01, 02. Here's Jones Road, Dusty Rose, and Light Tan. Then here's Terra, Dior 04, Gucci 01, Chanel Light, and here are the Hermes 01 and 02. So you can see that, just live swatch for a sec. I do not have any bronzer or blush or highlighter on my face today because I wanted to use these 2 Pat McGrath bronzers on bare skin. I do have foundation on. This is the Clé de Peau foundation. I have the new Eden Rock eyeshadow on my eyes. And by the way, the recent release from Chanel, the blue shade, Blue Carbone, is basically the exact same shade that's the blue shade that's in Eden Rock. In case you guys are looking for like a comparison of what that shade really is. If you have the Blue Carbone eyeliner from Chanel, it's like the exact same shade. And I used it today and it's almost identical. It's like this grayish blue. So let's talk about the Pat McGrath bronzers. So I know people have already reviewed these because most of the people on the East Coast got these days ago. I'm on the East Coast, but I did not get these until just a little while ago. So I'm filming with them as soon as I have them. There were, let's see how many shades there were. Okay, so there were 8 shades. And of the 8 shades, the ones that I got were 01 and 02. I got the duo that they had. So that's Naked Desire, which is described as a soft golden bronze. And then I got Nude Honey, which is a neutral bronze. The next shade up, Bronze Dawn, is a warm golden bronze. And then 4 is a warm tanned bronze. I think those would probably be too deep for me. I think these are going to work just great. And I can tell you already that the Nude Honey, the neutral bronze, I already really like. I think it's very pretty. But the formula is extremely good. It's very powdery. It feels very nice on skin as far as I can tell. We'll put it on the face today and see how it blends. But you know, I don't see anything with these that I'm just like off the bat, you know, problematic in any way. They're described as a micro velvet powder, blurring and perfecting, buildable, mistake-proof application. We'll see about that. Demi-matte and pearl finishes, vegan. And then it goes through and tells you like what shade. So Naked Desire, the lightest shade, is soft golden bronze, and it says, Naked Desire pales well with Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, Light 1 through Light 5. And then the second shade says foundation Light 5 through Light Medium 10, which makes sense. I don't use the Pat McGrath foundation. It just doesn't really work for me, but I am probably like a 1 or 2. I'm pretty pale. Okay. Ultimate tool for sculpting and defining radiant beauty with the power of the sun. Micro velvet powder. Luxurious, soft, and infused with glimmering luminosity for a sun-kissed glow. Carefully curated to balance red, golden, and neutral tones. It offers 1 pearlescent and semi-demi-matte finishes. Interesting. Okay. So the Naked Desire and the Nude Honey, which are the 2 that I have, I think these are semi-matte. They don't look to be pearlescent. Oh, okay. So Desert Glow. Tanned bronze with sparkling golden pearl. That's shade number 5. That's interesting. That one has a pearlescence to it. And she says it pairs well with foundation medium 15 to medium deep 25. So that would be way too deep for me. But that one has a pearlescence. All the others are a demi matte. So good to know. Okay. So let me show you the 2 on my hand. I showed you the swatches on my arm, and I'll have them up on Instagram as well. But both, I'm building them up. I'm doing 3 swatches a piece, just so you can really see the tones in here. They are buildable. It's not sheer, but it's a little sheer, which I kind of like, so you can build it. This is the cooler shade. This is Nude Honey, and this one here is Naked Desire. I will say that neither one is actually that warm. I was concerned that the lightest Naked Desire would be really warm, and as you saw next to the other bronzers that I had, it's really not. It's not that warm, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cooler one and kind of use it as a little bit of a contouring bronzer. So a bronzer. And then I'm going to take the warmer one and put it where I would normally put a warmer bronzer. Now, you don't have to do this in 2 steps. You could just use either one of these, I think, all over the face. But this gives me a way to show you both of them. I couldn't find my Tom Ford brush, and I realized it's because it's clean. I was like, nah. All right, so we're gonna use a jumbo bronzer actually for the bronze contour. And so this is the cooler shade. This is Nude Honey. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of use this, just like I would use bronzer, but I'm gonna go a little bit lower with it so that I kind of get that, contour as well. This is what I usually do with bronzer anyway. Even if the bronzer, like Terra bronzer, for example, it's a cool enough bronzer that honestly, that is all I need to do all over the face. I don't do a sort of traditional bronzer look. It's almost more of a contour bronze tour, like at all times, because I don't really bronze. It's just not something that happens to me. And so this side of my face, I'm going to start with the bronzer. Like I said, they're both bronzers, but I'm going to start with a more traditional placement of bronzer. And this is the lighter shade, but it's warmer. So I'm going to go up a little higher. You can see, like, this is, I'm pretty pale, but the first pass is not too much. So if you're very pale, this is going to work for you, and you can build it up, which I think is great. If you're a really pale person, this first one is going to be great for you. And it's really not, it's not that warm. It's warmer, but it's not that warm. I really like that. So those are the 2 shades just by themselves. Now again, I have this as contour. I'm about to put this over here and this over here, but I think you can see, and I'll build up the Naked Desire just a little bit more. I actually really like how, buildable this is, because there definitely are people in the world that are paler than me. Naked Desire, Nude Honey. Really nice. All right, so let me take the Nude Honey, put it over here as more of a contour, and then let's take the Naked Desire over here. It's more of the bronzer, middle of the forehead. I love both of these shades. Both have their place, and I have to say they blended beautifully, effortlessly. The lightest shade, Naked Desire, is, yes, it's a soft golden bronze though. It's not too warm. I think that works really well on me. Definitely cooler than the Hermes. The Hermes are, like I said, more yellow. Great blending, beautiful powder. And this Nude Honey, perfection. Now, I do have the, I lost my train of thought. I do have MAC bronzers coming and another type of bronzer that just got released. So I am going to do a review of the best bronzers. Like, I'm going to rank the bronzers that have come out this spring and summer. So I will have one coming out soon as I get those, that will compare the Pat McGrath, the Jones Road, the Hermes, the MAC, and this other one that just came out, so that you can see, and I'll give you my opinion on the best. But I have to tell you right now, I am thoroughly impressed with, I mean, Pat McGrath, like, yeah, that's not a shock. Like, Pat McGrath makes great products, but sometimes, you know, the shades don't work, or they're like Hermes, they're just beautiful formula, absolutely stunning formula. Shades are odd. So anyway, yes, that looks phenomenally good. So I'll have updates, and like I said, I'll have another video comparing, ranking. So it's also vegan. Really impressed. Really, really impressed. $39. $39. The size on this. 18 months. Oh, they make the size impossible to, okay, hold on. Please hold. 0.33 ounces. So it is less bronzer than, say, like the Hermes bronzer or the Chanel bronzer, but it's also $39. And I'm pretty sure the Hermes one is $105. All right, let's move to Jones Road and her new lip tints. Jones Road was kind enough to send these to me in PR, which I am just thrilled, absolutely thrilled and surprised. I love the Jones Road products. I was a big Bobbi Brown fan back in the day. I mean, I'm still a Bobbi Brown fan, but you know, when she first came on the scene, I just think she's an impressive person. And I really like many of the Jones Road products. I'm actually going to do a video coming up after we get through like the Sephora sale and stuff. Sorry, still salty about that, but I'm going to do a video like I've done for Dior and Chanel of, was it Dior and Chanel? I think it was Dior and Chanel. What to buy, the products to buy, the buying guide. So I'm going to do a Jones Road buying guide. But the lip tints, surprise, are one of the things that I really do recommend. Now, what these are, now I'll put the New Rose, which is the shade that I already own. They are a glossy balm. And as you guys know, I love a glossy balm. Then the next shade is Nude Mauve. And so the shades that she just released are like nude shades, but in different, you know, like undertones and intensities, which I love. And these are very silky, very shiny. They're very comfortable to wear. They are not like the Maximizers. They don't have like a minty feeling, a warming feeling. They don't plump. They don't, like the Maximizers make my lips feel like they've been treated. These don't have that. But they do feel really, really good. Then this one is, which one is this one? Mocha. This one is Mocha Rose Shimmer. Okay, I'm just making sure I know which ones I'm putting on my arm. And when you guys were guessing, it was great because you were basically right. Cocoa Rose, which is this last one, my favorite shade. It's like, it was It was like somebody looked up my preferences and was like, yes, Jennifer would like this one. From left, well, not my left, not your left to right, but from here to here, we have Rose Nude, which I think existed from the time they launched the product. I'm not absolutely sure of that, but I think so. And then we have, this is Nude Mauve, which I wore the other day downtown, and it's just a great shade. It goes with everything. Just Pinky, which is a shade that I really like because it's pink. But wait till you see it on my lips. It really looks good. Then you have the Mocha Rose Shimmer and Cocoa Rose, which is my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all on my lips, including Nude Rose, the one that I already had, because I want you to see there's other shades. I kind of want to pick them all up, which is, you know, like too much, but anyway, it's a great formula and I love the way they look. That is Nude Rose. You get a similar look with these that you do with the Hermes shiny lips, and a lot less expensive. So I'm just looking to see if I have the price on here. Let me pull up the price. So the lip tint is $26, and there are 6, 9, 10, 13 shades, it looks like, and I have 5, so I have many more to get. Yeah, absolutely love these. And it says to make your color last longer, fill in your lips with a lip pencil first, and then apply the lip tint on top. That is true. If you really want these to last a little bit longer, these aren't long-lasting lips, I would suggest a lip liner. So that's Nude Rose, and it's an existing shade. Next is Nude Mauve. This is one I was wearing downtown yesterday. It's like the perfect nude lip. This is a pale mauve. One of the things I like about these, and Sherry Voyage talks about this in her video about the Chanel balms and using them on your lips. You want to have a little bit of transparency when you're looking for a nude lip, because if it's super opaque, almost like a concealer, it wipes out it makes you look, it can make you look unwell. So it's always good to have a little transparency in a quote nude lip, like a real nude lip. Otherwise, it's not as flattering. All right, next we have Just Pinky. This is described as a dusty pink. I think this is going to look really good with the Dusty Rose bronzer. We have Mocha Rose Shimmer. This shade reminds me a little bit of the 90s because it has this like metallic pearlescence to it, which kind of reminds me, again, when Sherry was talking about like using the Lila, I think it was the Lila, or was it the other? I can't remember which balm, but anyway, that has sort of a pearlescent lilac to it and gives you that look on your lips. This does the exact same thing. And this one is described as a metallic brown. And like I said, it does have a metallic look to it, but it's also pearlescent in a way. I love this shade. It's not my favorite, but for certain days it probably would be my favorite. Like, I love all of these. I don't know if I could pick. Cocoa Rose I think is gonna be my favorite, but it's so hard for me to choose. And last, certainly not least, we have Cocoa Rose, a cool chocolate brown. I just love the shade. I love this type of shade. I love like a rosy brown. Like I don't know why. Probably because I lived through the 90s. But yes, I do. I love the shade. I think it's really beautiful. I love all of them, but I think the Cocoa Rose might be my favorite. What I would say is for $26, these are shiny balms that have a beautiful finish and are just cruelty-free. They're clean beauty. There's a number of different shades, as I said. They have some bright shades. There's one that I was actually thinking I'm going to be going on a trip to a place that's like I need a brighter look probably. And they have one called Just Peachy, which is a peachy coral. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should get that one. They also have a bright red. They have a raspberry. I mean, there's a number of different shades here, guys. I think there's a berry stain. I think you could find the shade that you were looking for. So I would strongly say that for $26, there's a lot of glossy balms out on the market and balms in general out in the market. Chanel has some, Dior has some. I'm not saying any of those are bad. I enjoy them very much. But this product for $26 is an extremely good product with lots of great shades. And I really, you know, I enjoy these. And I think, in fact, all the new shades have different, like, they are nude shades, natural shades, but for different people. People who like a pinkier one, a pearlescent one, a shinier one, a metallic one, a deeper one. You know, you get the picture. And I think if I was making the choice, you know, especially in these days where, let's face it, guys, the economy is tough for a lot of us. These are beautiful and they look great on, and they're very comfortable. I have very dry lips. So, you know, me personally, I'd pick these. Now, as I said, Jones Road did send me the new ones. Absolutely want to be honest about that. But the other products that I have by Jones Road, I've bought by myself. They also did send me the bronzer in light tan, but I bought the Dusty Rose on my own. So I really enjoy this brand. And I have a whole bunch of Jones Road. I have the eyeshadows, eyeliner, just a sec, like sparkly eyeshadows. I'm going to do a video, like I said, on what to buy and the products that I don't like, because there's a few. But I have to say, overall, I'm just really impressed with Jones Road and their mascara. Her mascara, Jones Road mascara is like one of my favorite mascaras ever. It's phenomenally good. So I really enjoy the brand, and I know it's not technically a luxury brand, but it feels like luxury to me in the sense that it's a really good product that does what it's supposed to do and creates a beautiful look and feel. The packaging is more, you know, simple, but I think it's actually elegant. I like the simplicity of it. It's not tacky. I don't like things that are particularly tacky. I like things that are a little more elegant, a little more streamlined. And I think Jones Road hits that right design element that I enjoy. They also sent me, which I just think is funny, in the package there's Jones Road and it's gum. It's chewing gum. Okay, now I'm gonna taste it. Mint. Not a drop. I just thought it was cute. Okay. Wow, it's really minty. Strong mint. Really strong mint. Okay. So, to wrap up, the Pat McGrath bronzers. I'm not going to say I'm shocked. Pat McGrath is Pat McGrath, but they're having products by Pat McGrath I didn't particularly like. Bronzers, at least for me, perfect. The shades are perfect. 02 is probably more my liking because it's cooler. And you saw I'll put the swatches up again of the different shades. So, you know, I like that a little bit more, but I will also say the 01, that first shade, it's actually really nice and it's not too yellow or too warm. I think it actually looks quite nice on my skin. So for folks that are paler, I think they could do either one. I think you could actually, if you have a deeper skin tone, I think Morgan Turner also got the 01 and 02. I think. And I think they both worked on her too. And I know she has a deeper skin tone than I do. So these are definitely buildable. I just wouldn't want to build this up too much more because I don't need to. I just, with my skin, I think that's enough. But yeah, I think they're beautiful and they blended in beautifully. They're not texturizing the skin, not going into lines. Well, I think it looks great. The lip tints, I loved them before. I love them even more now because there's a bunch of brownie pinks, which are like my favorite shade. So yeah, I have to say, like, I think I'm going to pick up a couple more shades, like maybe that coral one for my trip, because I think that would be a good choice. Yeah, I like the look today. This is going to be good. It's still like 50 degrees outside. I'm ready for summer, but it's all your mindset, right? Well, if anyone has any questions, certainly let me know. More bronzer videos coming up, Jones Road video coming up, lots of other things coming up. Summer releases fast and furious. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.